Hey guys, welcome to the All Grandia review. This will be the first of many reviews that I will be doing as the days go by. Before we kick this thing off, I have some really good news for all you Grandia fans out there. I, for one, am really excited about this. Gung-Ho Online Entertainment announced earlier that the PlayStation version of Grandia 1, will soon be available for download through the PlayStation Store's game archives. This is really good news for all of us, because I'm sure that all of us have been waiting for this to happen. It was developed by Gung-Ho subsidiary GameArts. The download will cost 600 yen or $6.08 in US currency. Also, for all of you who have been waiting for news about Grandia Online, Gung-Ho promises to release more information on Grandia Online during a press conference scheduled for May 20th this year. This month, actually. Also, the series composer Noriyuki is going to be there. Also, for those of you who don't know about Grandia Zero, or Grandia Online, as it is also called, Grandia Online is a MMORPG being developed by GameArts and published by Gung-Ho Online Entertainment. A monthly price has yet to be determined on Grandia Online, but the game itself is set within the world presented in the Grandia series of RPGs, in the age of Genesis, before the original Grandia story takes place, which will be very interesting to see. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick this review off.
When you fly in the sky, simply divine your dream and leave your worries behind, but that's imagination. Can you feel it tonight? The fire inside is burning. All you gotta do is break on through to make your wishes all come true. Amazing.
Let's start with Grandia 1. Grandia is a console role-playing game and the first title in the Grandia series developed by GameArts originally for the Sega Saturn in '97. Since then, it has been ported to the Sony PlayStation and was published in North America and Europe for the first time by SEA and Ubisoft respectively around '99 and 2001. It was later repackaged and sold at a budget price as part of the Ubisoft exclusive range in Europe. In April 2009, the PlayStation port of Grandia was released in Japan on the PlayStation Network as a downloadable title in the PS1 Classics range, to celebrate an upcoming announcement for details regarding Grandia Online. Grandia is often compared with the Studio Ghibli anime film Laputa Castle in the Sky, released in '86. They share a very similar plot and their visual designs are also similar. Back in the heyday of Final Fantasy VII, Sega fans around the world hailed the coming of Grandia. Grandia is a role-playing masterpiece that delivers in all of the ways that really matter. While perhaps a little behind the technology curve, Grandia's innovation, atmosphere, and story make it one of the most noteworthy RPGs in recent memory. Grandia is more interesting, playable, and satisfying than most RPGs. To top it off, Grandia is an enormous game, requiring around 60 hours of playtime to complete. But what could keep a game so interesting for so long? 3 things. The story, the battle system, and the world itself. While the story isn't the most original in the world, it is well done, and like GameArts' flagship Lunar series, focuses on a handful of well-developed characters instead of on the fantastic events that surround them. The story has a charm and sense of wonder built in that makes you feel as though you've actually accomplished something upon reaching a new area, acting as a kind of pacing that rewards you for every advancement. As notable as this is, Grandia's battle system is what really makes this game shine. While many RPGs tend to string a story together with a series of battles that may or may not be fun, Grandia's battle and experience system is just about as fun and rewarding as it gets. Unlike many of today's customization-heavy RPGs, your party is determined by the story. While some would say this limits the customization of your experience, it forces you to get to know the characters that are so central to the story. Additionally, this lack of customization adds a level of familiarity with your characters, individual abilities, and strategies, something customization-heavy RPGs tend to ignore.
Garlisle Force, Mullen Company, fall in, face forward. Salt Ruin Special Survey Team, roll call. Squad leaders, front and center.
Sergeant Nana, leader of the Bloody Rose Squad reporting.
When wandering around the myriad dungeons, you can see monsters approaching to attack, similar to Square's Chrono Trigger. If your party isn't ready for more fights or you just aren't feeling belligerent, you can usually evade these attackers, reducing the frustration found in many random encounter RPGs. This said, however, many times you will welcome or even seek out encounters to strengthen your party. The battle system is that fun. Grandia's combat system merges bits of Square's active battle system with pieces of Lunar system, all presented from an overhead 2D view. Time constantly flows during battle, pausing only to let you issue a command. So, the story and battle system are good. To top it off, Grandia's vast world is interesting and fun in its own right. Even though the current trend in RPGs seem to be heading for darker, more serious adventures, Grandia flaunts the fact that it's the complete opposite. The game's world is warm and inviting, filled to the brim with personality and details that many games seem to forgo. Sony has a real winner on its hand, and it probably doesn't even know it. Grandia is every bit as worthwhile as Final Fantasy VII, just in different ways. While a more casual RPGer might opt for Final Fantasy VII, as Sony's sad ad campaign admits, Grandia is a fantastic game for anyone looking for a light-hearted, truly satisfying adventure.